Hello everyone and welcome to Microsoft Access Lab 2. To get started with this lab you need two files. You need Access Lab 2 instructions file and you need Access Lab 2 starting file. I will go ahead and open both files side by side. Items you expect to learn in this lab: you will save a database with a different name, change the table design. Also, you will enhance tables. You will create a foreign key. You will understand what is a foreign key. Also, you will create a primary key, create relationships between table, and enforce referential integrity between tables. To get started with this lab, you need to open Access Lab 2 starting file. If you get the security warning, make sure that you click on Enable Content so you can edit the database. Save the database as Access Lab 2. So I will go to File here and then Save As, choose Access Database and then Save As, and I will save it as Access Lab 2, where I will save it inside my Documents folder, Microsoft Access Labs, and then click Save. And that will give me the database with a new name. It says here open the table customer, so you will look in the left panel in the navigation pane here. You will see a table that's called customer. You double click on it and then change the view to design view. Remember, you click here, that will change it to design view. Delete city and state fields. You have city and state, so you click on city, drag, that will select both of them. You go to any gray area beside city or state and then right click and then choose delete, and that will delete city. And then you do the same thing for state and then click yes. Now what is next? Move the zip code below customer ID. So this is, I need to select it first. Look, if you don't select it first, it will select all of the fields above it, but you need first to select it. Click anywhere and then click on it once, and then once it is selected, you click and hold and keep dragging until you position it below customer ID. It says here the new table customer should look as depicted below in the instructions. So it should look exactly like what you see in the instructions here. Perfect. Save and close table customer. So you click on save and then right click. Actually, if you right click, you can save. You right click on the table name here and then close, and that will close the table. So we are moving very well. Let's look what we need to do next. It says here open table salesperson. So I will open salesperson and then copy the following range. This is very important. You need to be careful. So I need to scroll to the right until I see city, state, zip code as depicted in the instructions here. So I will go to the first city, click once, and then press shift, and then go to the last range, click on it. That will give me the entire range as shown in the instructions. Look, you go to inside the selection until you see the I-beam. Don't right click when you see the white cross. You right click when you see the I-beam, right click and then choose copy. That will copy the range. Right. Now create a new table using the table design command. So you will go to create and then table design. So now I created a new table. Do you see table 1? And then it says add the following fields to the table, which is city, and then data type short text, tab, state, tab, short text, tab again, and then zip code, and then tab. This will be number. Press N on the keyboard, and then change to datasheet view. When you change to the datasheet view, it will ask you to save the table. You click yes, and then save the table as TBL zip code, and then click on OK. It says here, do you like to create a primary key? In the instructions it says click no, don't create a primary key. Very good. So now we are almost done. Select the entire table, then paste the contents you copied from step 11. The items you copied is still in the clipboard, so you don't have to copy them again. To select the entire content, you click on this box here, right, and then press Ctrl V, and it will tell you, would you like to paste 6 records? Yes. Now I copied these items or these data as shown right now. It says here, select the entire page. We already did that. It changed to design view, so I will change to design view, and then move zip code to the beginning of the table. Look, you need to click once and then click and drag. That will move zip code to the beginning of the table. Make zip code field a primary key. Click, you see the yellow key here, that means that zip code is a primary key. Save and close table zip code. So to save it, right click on it and then save, or you can click on save on top, right click on it again and then choose close. Now what do we have next? Open table sales in design view. Table salesperson is in datasheet view. To change to the design view, you click on design view here, and that will take me to the design view. Delete city and zip city and state rather fields. So you go to city, right click, delete, yes, state, right click, and then delete, yes. Move the zip code below sales ID, salesperson ID. So you click on it to select it and then drag. No, that's all the way up. I need it to be below salesperson ID. So zip code will act as a foreign key. What is a foreign key? You will know in a minute now. So a foreign key basically is a primary key in another table. Why do we need it here? Because I need to link multiple tables together, and we will see how to do that in a minute. So again, after you move zip code below salesperson ID, the new table salesperson should look as depicted below. So you make sure that your table design looks exactly as you see in here. Save and close sales person. Alright, so I will right click on salesperson and then save, right click on it and then close. If you close, it will ask you to save it, by the way, if it is not saved. The navigation pane should include 3 tables as shown in the instructions. So your navigation pane should have now table customer, table salesperson, table zip code. Now you need to create relationships between all 3 tables as shown in the instructions below. So now to create a relationship, you need to go to database tools and then click on relationships. You click on table customers and then add, then table sales and then add, select zip code and then add. Right, did I add 3? Yes. Now I need zip code to be in the middle as you see here. Now I have, if you need to see more fields in the table salesperson, you need to drag down to be able to see all of the fields. If you look here, zip code is a primary key in the table zip code, but it is a foreign key in the table salesperson and it is a foreign key in the table customers. So instead of repeating the zip code and the city and the state on all of these tables, you create a table that will include all of these data, and then you link these tables together so you don't have redundant data. And I told you in the database design lecture, avoid redundancy inside your tables. Alright, so let's keep going. To link these two tables, for example, I need to link table zip code and table salesperson. I click on zip code and drag it on top of zip code. Make sure that you enforce referential integrity and cascade update related fields. Alright, so if you enforce referential integrity, that will make sure that whenever you have a value for the zip code, you must have a value that matches it in the zip code source table. And cascade update related fields, let's say you deleted a zip code from here, from the source, it will update the related table. And then click on create. Alright, now you do the same thing for table customers. Please make sure you click enforce. Look, when you create without enforcing referential integrity and cascade update, you don't have the one-to-many relationship. To fix that, you right click on the line and then edit relationship, and then enforce cascade, and then click on OK. Okay, I got an error message. When I try to do that, it tells me that table customer violates referential integrity. Well, now how can I fix this problem? I told you you need to have the same data. When you have a zip code in the table customer, you must have a value that corresponds to it in the table zip code. So let's go ahead and cancel this and then close. I will save my relationship, yes, so I don't have to create it again, and look at customers. And then looking at customers here, make sure that all of the zip codes that you have in customers, you can see a zip code that is in table zip code. So 24212, do I see 24212? Yes. Alright, now in table customer, so this is the let's start from the first one here, 24219 zip code. Do I have 24219? Yes. In here 48532 in table zip code, do I have 48532? Yes. Table customer 37901. 379, do you see 37901? So now I have a violation. I have a violation. And how do we fix it? I will show you in a minute. Let's make sure that we know that I have a zip code in table customer that doesn't exist in table zip code, as you see right now. So going to the second one, 37662. 37662. Do I see anything here that says 37662? No. So going back here, 24212. Do I see? Yes, 242. So I have this one, I have this one, and 37604. So I will go to table customer and change I will change this to 37604. Now this matches. Actually, it's 37605. So I will make it 605 instead. Okay, now what do I have next? 37744. So the second one I will make it 377 what? 37744. 44. Now going back here, I think now I have all of them. 37604, 37604. Let me, and then 3744. You have to have values. If you have a value in here, you have to have a matching value in here. So that's what I'm trying to do. You can do it any way that you would like to, but you must have a value. If you put a value here, you must have a value that matches it in the table zip code. Why? Because you are linking them together. Now if I click on save and go back to my database tools, click on relationships. Now if I edit this relationship right now, edit relationship, and then enforce referential integrity and cascade update related fields, and then click OK, the database engine could not lock the table because it is already open. So you click OK and then cancel. Make sure that you open, you close your open tables. You close this one, and then you go to customer, close it, and then go to the relationship, right click on it, and then edit relationship. Make sure that you enforce referential integrity and cascade update related fields, and then click OK. It says here, I still have referential integrity. Table customer violates referential integrity rules. So now I still have a problem. You don't give up. You keep working on it until you fix it. So I will click on cancel, and then I will go to the design tab here, close the relationship, open table customers, open table zip code. Now in table customer, oh, guess what? I was updating in a different table. So let's go look at the table customer. 24219. Do I have 24219 here? Yes, I have it. 24219. Now 48532. Do I have 485 here? It says 23, but in table customer it says, so I need to fix that to make it match. So it's 23, not 32. Perfect. Now 37605. 37605, I have it. 37744. Do I have 37744? Yes. And then 24212, 24212. Yes, I have them. So now I will close both of these here. Close this one and close this one here. And then I will go to database tools, relationship, and then edit the relationship. Double click on it or right click and choose edit, enforce cascade, and then click OK. Now it's working. You see, that means that you created your relationship. Make sure that you save and then upload this solution to Blackboard, save and upload to Blackboard that access as Access Lab 2. I hope you did learn something new today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future. Bye bye.